Good morning, gang. It is a chilly morning in late December here in Arizona, and I thought this would be a good time to talk to you about the things that you still need to do to maintain your pool in the off season. So what do you say we dive right in? Okay, before we get to my list of things you still need to be doing during the off season to your pool, I want to tell you what this video is not about and why. This video is not about winterizing or shutting down your pool for the season once everybody's done swimming and the temperature cools off. In Arizona, we just, if you can tell, the weather's amazing. We just don't have hard freezes, and we don't really have a need to winterize the pool. So the pools run year round. So this video is on things that you still need to do if you don't shut your pool down or winterize it at the end of the season. If you're looking for a video on that, I don't have any recommendations. I don't have any experience in shutting down a pool, so I can't really comment on it, but I'm sure that there are some pretty good YouTube videos about it. And if you do know of any, feel free to post them in the comment section below, just a link, and just make sure it's a good one, all right? Because you know I like things to be clear and simple, so keep that in mind. So again, we're gonna get into the things that you still need to do when it comes to servicing your pool in the off season. Alrighty, the first thing that you must remember to still do when it's off season is to run your pool equipment, run your pump and filter. Now, the good news is, because it's off season, you probably can get away with running your system a little less. So for instance, in Arizona, I have my clients run their filters or their pumps for about 7 to 8 hours in a 24-hour time period. They usually run them at night because they have energy savings time out here with the electric companies, and so that saves them some money, so it's a little cheaper. In the wintertime, they can get away with running their pools for about 4 to 5 hours a day, so that saves you money. But again, the first thing, you still got to run your equipment. The second thing you are still going to need to do to your pool is you still need to test and balance your pool chemicals. The good news again is, because it's the off season, it's cooler, nobody's in the pool, you're gonna probably go through far fewer chemicals, especially chlorine. For instance, in Arizona during the swim season, we usually go through 5 tablets a week, 5 chlorine tablets a week in most of my clients' pools. In the off season, when it's cooler and nobody's using the pool, we might go through 1 tablet every 1 to 2 months. So it's substantially less. That's good news. It saves you money. The biggest reason, again, you go through far less chemicals is because, number 1, there's nobody in the pool swimming. And number 2, it's not hot anymore, so you're not losing as many chemicals to evaporation, as well as you're not losing as much pool water to evaporation. One quick note regarding a salt system. If you have a salt system, check your manufacturer's instructions, but most salt generators stop generating purifier, or they stop converting the salt to usable chlorine or purifier for your pool once the temperature dips below a certain degree. So you got to check with your manual and find out when that is, but when that happens, chances are that you're going to have to supplement your pool chlorine with a little bit of granular chlorine or a little bit of liquid chlorine. So again, remember to keep that in mind when it comes to your salt generator. Also, if you have a salt generator, you're still going to need to clean that salt cell according to the schedule that they list. So again, because those minerals are still going to gum up on those fins. So keep that in mind. But again, the number 2 thing, you still need to test and add chemicals as needed. The third thing that you still need to do to your pool in the off season is you need to empty the pump and skimmer baskets. All right, remember, there is still stuff falling in your pool. Debris still falls in your pool, especially in the fall. Be very careful that in the fall you pay very close attention to your skimmer and pump baskets, and if you happen to have an inline vacuum canister as well, leaf catcher, you're going to want to keep an eye on those things, because with leaves falling, you're going to get a lot more leaves in your baskets, and you want to keep those cleared out so that you do not hinder the flow of water through your system. Remember, flow is important for your filter to continue to work and to filter out microparticles out of your water. So the good news again is once you get past the fall and the leaves and all that have kind of gone down, then you probably only have to check and empty those baskets probably about, once a month, stuff like that. Please remember though, vegetation, when it decomposes, even in the off season, in the cooler weather, releases phosphates, and phosphates are a food source. They are a food source for algae. So in order to keep that algae under control, even in the off season, you're going to want to make sure that you keep those leaves and things out of the pool. And from time to time, you might want to add a little phosphate remover, just a little bit, just to keep those phosphates in check. But again, keeping those leaves and those baskets empty will really make a difference in helping you prevent phosphates, even in the off season. So, number 3, empty the pump and skimmer baskets. Probably not as often as you have to in the summertime though. This is a perfect example of what I mean when it comes to emptying your skimmer and pump baskets during the off season. So this is one of my clients' house, and you'll notice there is a lot of leaves in here. Now if those leaves were left in there, it would clog, or it would actually hinder the flow of water through the system, and I've also got it running, so it takes a lot of pressure to pull it out. But that is a lot of leaves right there, don't you think? So I want to make sure that I keep that empty, and so that way the water continues to flow without any hindrances. Okay, so again, you can tell that is a lot of leaves. Now it's empty, and I can put it back in there. So remember, keep those skimmer and pump baskets clear, even in the wintertime. One other thing about keeping the skimmer and pump baskets clear. If you happen to have a pop-up system, you might have an inline or in-floor leaf canister, and I'm going to flip the video so you can see it. It looks like this. It usually has a lid like this, and again, it's usually only if you have a pop-up system. Sometimes they're in the floor of the pool decking, like this one is, and sometimes they are actually over by the equipment. They're a separate canister. That's called a leaf canister or leaf catcher. And you notice it's running right now, but you'll want to make sure that you empty that as well. If you have a pool that has a pop-up system, you don't want to check into that. Keep that, that net in there empty. I'll show you really quick what it looks like. And I'll go into more on this when I do my series on pop-up systems or in-floor cleaning systems. But you want to make sure that you keep that empty. I've already emptied it. It had quite a bit of leaves in it as well. So we'll go into that more and the details on something like that in a future episode. But if you happen to have an in-floor cleaning system, you're going to want to keep that little thing empty as well. The 4th thing that you still need to do to your pool in the off season is you still need to brush the sides, steps, and net out any excess debris. This is especially important during the fall season when leaves are falling in the pool. You want to keep leaves and debris out of your pool to avoid excessive phosphates and to make sure that it doesn't clog up your baskets or anything like that, so you don't have your water flow hindered at all. But once you get through the fall season, unless you have any major storms, in that case, anytime you have a storm, you want to get out there and clean out your pools as much as possible, as soon as possible. But in the off season, probably brushing and netting your pool out maybe once a month. You probably get away with that. But again, unless there's a storm. But that is the 4th thing you want to do. So remember, 4th thing, brush your sides and steps of your pool and net out any excess debris. The 5th thing that you're going to still need to do when it comes to off-season and servicing your pool only has to pertain to anyone who has a DE filter or a sand filter, in which case you still need to backwash your filter occasionally. So the good news, you don't have to do it as frequency. Sand filters, during the peak season or the swim season, you usually backwash your filter every 1 to 3 weeks. Probably in the off season, you can backwash it every 4 to 8 weeks. And then with a DE filter, if during the swim season you backwash and recharge the filter every 4 to 6 weeks, during the off season you can probably get away with backwashing and recharging it every 8 to 10 weeks, possibly even 8 to 12 weeks. But again, one of the good tests on either of those is to use the pressure gauge at the top of the filter and make note of the PSI, or the pressure of the system when it's running after you've backwashed the sand filter or backwashed and recharged freshly the DE filter. So for example, let's say you've backwashed and recharged your DE filter and you notice that when it runs, it's running at about 12 PSI. If it gets to 18 to 25 PSI, it's probably a good indicator that you probably need to backwash and recharge your filter. So remember, the fifth thing you need to do, only if you have a DE or sand filter, you still need to backwash the filter, and if it's a DE filter, recharge it on occasion. And if you need help with those, you can see my videos on either of those. And the sixth, and by far most important thing that you still must do with your pool is watch kids around water. I know that sounds like a no-brainer, but hey folks, remember, you have a pool, and anytime you have a pool, being a responsible pool owner means always being attentive and diligent and keeping an eye on kids around water. I don't care if you have a self-closing gate and a fence or if you have a cover for your pool. I think during the off-season, it's even more potentially dangerous because people aren't in the backyard as often. People aren't outside because it's colder in certain parts of the country. And during the holidays, you got a lot of friends over, maybe relatives, and the kids are going outside and people are having a good time and not really paying attention to kids. It really can be a recipe for disaster. So please, 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 number 6, most important, watch those kids around water. So there we go, folks. Those are the 6 things you still have to do to maintain your pool during the off season. Basically, it's the same stuff you do during the regular swim season, only you do it less frequently, unless there is a storm. Then you're going to want to get out there as soon as possible and get out the excess debris and clean out the baskets so you don't hinder the flow of water through your system. That's very good policy. Anytime there's a storm, get out there and clean it up as soon as possible. So that's about it, folks. I hope it all makes sense. I want to thank you all for watching. Remember to like this video and subscribe if you have not, and also share this channel with your friends who are looking to service their pool themselves and maybe save some money as well. As always, if you have any comments, you can put them in the comment section below, or questions, or you can email me directly, Kenny, pool.school@gmail.com. The address will show up right down here, I think kind of somewhere down here, Kenny, pool.school@gmail.com. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for helping making 2018 an awesome year. And I hope that you had a great year as well. I got some really cool videos coming up in 2019, one of which, probably the next one, is going to be about the repairs or things that you can do to your pool during the off season so that you can avoid having to have your pool go down and not be able to use it during the peak seasons. All right? So stay tuned. Thanks again for watching. Remember, as always, have fun, be safe, and always, always, always watch those kids around water. I'll see you soon.